Hi, I'd like to talk to you about fans. What a surprise! So in this one, I want to talk about fan control software versus BIOS fan curves. So when dealing with fans and presumably water pumps, although I don't have an AIO, so I can't really say for sure, there are generally two easy solutions: BIOS fan curves and the motherboard manufacturer's software. Yes, some fans can also be connected to hardware controllers or require a special hardware controller because they use proprietary connectors like Leon Lee and now Corsair and some other companies. Asia Horse has some proprietary connectors and several others. Um, as well as you can connect fans directly, in some cases, to the power supply unit through, say, the Molex D connectors, which can be 2, 3, or 4 pins. And these run, however, if they're connected to the PSU or power supply, they run at full speed all the time in general. But that's only tangentially important in that you need to understand that when you use hardware to control fans, software may or may not be able to override it. So if you have a USB fan like this one, then you may be able to use software to control it. But if you have a fan that only comes with, let's see if I can find one here. A Molex D connector like that, then you really will not have much of a way to control it. So most BIOSes allow us to one degree or another, control our case and CPU fans. Sometimes when I say CPU fans, I mean the cooler fans. Sometimes all you get are categories like silent and standard and turbo and max, while better motherboards allow you to choose them, but you can also customize some or all of the fan curves to meet your needs or desires. You may want to have low fan curves because you don't want to hear your fans. You may want to have high fan curves because no matter what, you're doing intensive work that's going to make your computer hot, and you want to make sure your computer doesn't overheat and thus decrease performance or crash. If you don't have the ability to customize, you might want to use software to give you greater control when possible. The same thing can be accomplished through most, if not all, software for fan control. However, if you set up your fan curves in BIOS and then use your motherboard software and make changes, you're liable to discover that the software will override the BIOS settings. I've seen several people complain about software overriding BIOS, and it's not just ASUS's Armory Crate that's doing this. But this is what I've got. So I've got the ASUS Tough Gaming H670 Pro Wi-Fi D4. The ASUS Armory Crate's got two features: Fan Expert and the Fan Auto Tuner. Both are egregious in that not only do they override BIOS settings, but they are challenging to turn off. In other words, it doesn't matter what you put in BIOS, because once you're in Windows, the Armory Crate's going to take over. So here's what to do if you're having that problem. In the case of Fan Expert, you'll most likely have to open up the crate, go to Fan Expert, and turn it off. And then open up Task Manager, find an end task, and reboot. If, however, you have made the mistake of pressing Auto Tune for the Fan Auto Tuner, it's even harder to deal with, but not impossible. Took me a little bit of playing around, but I figured it out. Once you've optimized your fan settings through it, it won't even let you use Fan Expert to make changes, though. Whatever it chooses becomes permanent, or semi-permanent. Neither buttons nor curves in Fan Expert work. So, turn off Fan Expert, end task for ASUS motherboard fan control service in the task manager, disable it as well in your system's startups, and uninstall Armory Crate. Then, restart your computer and check to make sure that BIOS again has control. If you still need Armory Crate, you can reinstall it, but stay out of Fan Expert completely. except for if you just want to look and not press buttons. I'm not sure what you'll do to regain control from other software from motherboard manufacturers. So hopefully people can contribute their knowledge on that topic. One person did let me know that you can use a program called Fan Control, which is a third-party application, to have better control than what Asus Armory Crate and other brands offer. So that's just a pointer for you. So that's it for me on this particular topic. If you have any questions or you want to share knowledge on this, please go ahead and put it in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.